Hi there, Accessibility Manchester. Thank you very much for having us. We're very proud to be part of your event and talking through our real-world experiences within accessibility. My name's James. I'm the Creative Director at Hex Productions and also one of the team members of Accessibility Nottingham. We're a full-scale digital agency and we work with local and central government, NHS, higher and further education. We're very lucky to work in multiple sectors. As an agency, we've seen fantastic evolution from when we first started to where we are today, from education-based to actually technical perspective. It's fantastic to see how the team have evolved throughout the whole of our journey. When we started off, we found that many industries didn't really take digital accessibility seriously. A lot of industries may have had more physical access needs required, so they concentrated on those side of things. And we found that digital accessibility was really an afterthought of the services that they're producing. Maybe something they couldn't afford at the time or thought was too expensive. Maybe sometimes they thought that just a plugin or a snippet of code would make them accessible. And even worse, we're finding that providers either didn't provide accessible services when promised or didn't know how to provide that. So we saw that we needed to help improve this and find ways to do that. And our kind of eureka moment when it came to accessibility was going to the SureTrust accessibility services for one of our clients. We saw that they had a website and we needed to improve on that site. We thought that we knew what we had to do on certain technical aspects, but we wanted to make sure this was done right from an accessibility standpoint. And when we sat there with the team and discussed everything that was going on and witnessed what was happening, we saw that this was a real eye-opening moment. We saw that the websites that were being produced weren't able to be used by a person who was blind, someone that is using a screen reader to interpret the information. It wasn't able to be used by someone that maybe needed speech recognition with their websites. And seeing the struggles that people were going through by a day-to-day basis on digital services that could easily have been changed to make sure that it worked for them. So once we had that eureka moment and that moment of accessibility madness, we came back straight away and made sure that we improved everything that we did. We went through all of our clients and made sure that all of the websites that we had produced were accessible. We tested them from an automated process and also from a manual process as well. As a team, we had to improve our knowledge. We had to improve everything that we were doing. So as I said previously, it wasn't just a case of running automated tests. The whole team got on board and wanted to improve the accessibility knowledge. So we all now use assistive technology on our websites when auditing. So anytime that a new project comes through, accessibility is woven into the heart of our projects. It starts at the very start and ends at the end. There is no gap, there is no middle ground, there's no part that we bring in accessibility. And it's the one thing I would like to get out today is make sure that accessibility is part of your workflow. Make sure that accessibility is brought in by the whole of the team. It's not one single person's responsibility, it is entire organization's responsibility to make sure that we're all producing accessible services. From our client's point of view, we're seeing that legislation is being brought in to make sure that public sector bodies are making accessible services. Now, we are very neatly woven into local government. We help look after a vast majority of the councils in Nottinghamshire, and we're helping them move through this process. We're very lucky to be part of the roundtable discussion to see how this can be brought from EU law into UK law, and we're providing the digital support and the knowledge and the training to make sure that people can follow this through straight after an audit and see how they can improve on their services. As an agency, we're trying to help improve our skills. So we're learning British Sign Language and helping to try and put British Sign Language on our videos that we're producing today. This is a slow process, but this is something that we are taking seriously. We're also looking at improving other people's knowledge as well. So providing more and more talks, more and more workshops, and more educational pieces. So if we do come in as an agency and start talking to people, we want to make sure that they are leaving with the knowledge to continue. We would like to see more and more agencies and more clients move forward with their accessibility journey. And this is why we're trying our hardest to push things forward. Thank you very much.